Today, I'm gonna teach you guys how to think like an entrepreneur.
Working on a Wednesday, then up again the next day. So-and-so is popping, man, I skip him like he leg day.
All right, guys, so I've had a lot of people message me on Instagram in my DMs. People are always hitting me there, kind of like asking for advice. A lot of younger, newer entrepreneurs saying like, hey, how do I get motivated? Hey, how do I become an entrepreneur? Hey, how do I do this, that, etc. So I wanted to shoot a quick video and talk a little bit about the entrepreneurial mindset. I think you need two things to be an entrepreneur. You need to have some sort of an idea that you really believe in. And two, you need to be okay with suffering. I know that sounds like, oh man, like that sucks, but life sucks if you don't do what you love. You need to be okay with suffering. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm shooting these entrepreneurial videos, so obviously I'm an entrepreneur. I run multiple companies. They are successful and stuff like that. We do 7 and 8 figures across our brands and all that kind of stuff. You know, what people don't talk about is like the bad stuff. Like I've got a lot of stuff every day. I've got fires hitting me every single day. I've got pretty expensive payroll, right? Like I think my payroll is like $600,000 or $700,000 a year by the end of the year, which is, to some it's like nothing, to some it's like, damn, that's a lot. For me, it's pretty fair amount of money. I gotta come up with it. Like at the end of the day, like the brands and the business, I gotta stroke the checks. I gotta come up with it. That situation is something that I have to deal with. If you have partners, you gotta deal with that. Like, you know, not everything's gonna go well every day. You've got issues that happen in your business in some capacity or the other. Something might happen and it doesn't work. Something might happen and it starts to stale or go lower. You have to figure out how to fix these things. You gotta be a fireman because you're always putting out some sort of fire. And firemen are good at being okay with the suck and okay under pressure. That's the same thing that you have to be when you're an entrepreneur. You have to be okay with suffering. You have to be okay with like hard times, because most of the time an entrepreneur is going to have to deal with these hard things. If you're not okay with that, you don't think that you can live with that, you're not an entrepreneur, and you should never try to do this because this is hard. I'm not going to be one of those people. It's like, oh, it's easy, just do something you believe in. Your mom. Yeah, that's not true at all. Like you have to do something you believe in, and then you have to work towards it, and it's not going to work, and it's not going to work, and it's not going to work, and then it kind of works, and then it doesn't work, and then it keeps going until it starts to work. But just because it starts to work, then you got to scale it. Once you scale it, there's new problems, there's new issues, there's more overhead, there's more things, but you got to be okay with it. You got to be okay with understanding, yeah, I'm going to fix all these things. And you can go through any kind of problem, any kind of adversity, you can face it. So you have to have the right mindset. You have to be focused. You have to be meticulous in your efforts of focusing on the right things at the right time. I know that's a lot to say, but it's the reality of what it really takes to be an entrepreneur. Too many people here do videos on YouTube and they say like, oh, you just got to do something you believe in and then that'll work. And I know a million people that are broke doing exactly that, because when times go hard, they quit or they jump ship and they jump into something else, and they're fly-by-nighters. They're wantrepreneurs. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you got to stick with it. You got to face the fire and like stick your face into it and like walk into it like Khaleesi did with the dragons and Game of Thrones. Just started watching it, but I'm already on season 7, so I've really been doing my thing. So that's it, guys. You need to practice gratefulness so you can be grateful for the things that you do have, because when you reach new heights, a lot of times what happens too is like it just becomes your new normal. I used to want to make 3 grand a month, and then 10 grand a month, and then 50, and then 100, and now a million, and I can't even think anymore unless things are doing a couple $100,000 a month and hitting millions, right? But it became very fast, and I learned to be grateful, because when things go bad, I'm like, man, like I've really moved forward with all the things that I wanted to do. I've been able to actually like get some stuff done, and I'm grateful that I'm here, and I can't wait to get to the next place. So practice being grateful, be okay with the suck, have a strong mental capability to face adversity, be okay when things don't work out. They're not going to, but then they will if you stick to it. I hope this was helpful, and let me know in the comments what you think about that. If you guys kind of give up, or you want to go somewhere else when you face adversity, or you want to jump ship, or you want to do something different, I'll jump in the comments and I'll try to give you guys positive energy and good ideas on how to stick with these things. And if you want to see more videos, I got a video on discipline. You need discipline as an entrepreneur. You can actually click here and it'll take you to the discipline video. So make sure you subscribe, join the notifications, say hi on Instagram, which is poppin', over at Los Hustle. As always, join our Facebook group where we have a great community of entrepreneurs wanting to work together, go through things, and we help them learn how to build and scale businesses. We've built multiple 7 and 8 figure businesses. We're always scaling and working. We have a coaching program that helps you with the mindset, skill set, systems, and processes to get what you need to build and grow your business today. So apply. If it's a good fit, we'll have a conversation and see what the next steps are. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.